Hi, Debbie Mack here, and we recently saw Inside Llewyn Davis, which was interesting. An unusual movie, not for the Coen Brothers, because the Coen Brothers do all sorts of different types of movies, but just an unusual movie. For instance, this movie had a literal save the cat moment in it. Llewyn rescues a cat and keeps it from getting outside, or actually catches it after it gets outside when he leaves his apartment, but then loses it, and it's kind of complicated, but the point being that there is an actual save the cat moment in the movie, yet he doesn't really save the cat. The cat, well, like I said, it's complicated. I'd like to characterize this movie as noir, because the main character, is not really going anywhere. In fact, most of the characters in the movie are sort of off-center and not very nice in various ways. But Llewyn has particular problems. He seems to just kind of end up in the same place at the end where he was at the beginning. In fact, literally he does, due to the clever structuring of the movie. It is a very cleverly structured movie, and I'll give it that. But the main character is just so hopeless that you just have to think, what's the point for him? And that's, well, kind of the definition of noir, I think. At least one person's definition of noir, somebody I know. So, it's noir. One of Llewyn's problems is that he weirdly sabotages all of his relationships. However, at the same time, the people who he's in relationships with are not exactly awesome themselves in some cases. I mean, a few of them are just, I can't understand why they act the way they do. But then Llewyn doesn't make it any easier for them. So you're not sure whether to blame Llewyn or the people he's in the relationships with. They're all kind of assholes, really, when you come down to it. But he does have a way of sabotaging situations, and that doesn't help him. So, again, it's hard to know whether he's thoroughly dislikable, because circumstances work on him, and he doesn't work to make them any better. Yeah. So then, why would I want to watch this movie? What is it that we get out of watching this movie? I think that Llewyn represents a person who wants more out of life than simply to work, live, die. He has some kind of passion, and yet somehow he keeps, self-sabotaging his prospects. And it's depressing and it's sad, and there are sad aspects in his life that he has no control over, but there are also things that he does that he could change, and yet he doesn't change them. But then nobody is really very helpful about facilitating that change either. I like the movie because it realistically portrayed a situation in which a person who is not particularly nice or happy somehow manages to muddle through. But I don't really know what the movie was about. It was about a guy and a cat and folk singing. So, I don't know, if you like those things, you'll probably like the movie. Of course, my favorite part was the cat. And actually, Marnie was watching the movie with us. So, Marnie, what did you think of the movie? You were reacting at some points when the cat made noises. So, what do you think? Do you have any opinions? I guess not. Well, so much for that. Apparently Marnie didn't have much of anything to say about Llewyn Davis, although she was reacting to the movie, so I think cats can probably relate to it. At least ours did. And on the whole, I would say it was a good movie if you don't mind the depressing scenario. Yeah, sure. That's it.